Who am I? Am I really who I am? And am I all that I can be? Identity is the key, because identity defines purpose, and purpose determines direction. Too many of us not only don't know who they are, but don't want to know. And that's called mental slavery. Another definition: mental slave is a person in bondage or addicted to a master or addicted to beliefs that are not in his or her best interest. That person is self-destructive, self-hating, and dangerous. Anyone who's ever read that groundbreaking book by Carter G. Woodson, Miseducation of Negro, this is one of my all-time favorite quotes. If you can control a man's thinking, you don't have to worry about his action. Let me say that again. If you can control a man's thinking, you don't have to worry about what he's going to do. So when that rhetorical question, what you going to do, is asked, it's purely rhetorical, because everybody knows what you're going to do if your thinking is being controlled. When you determine what a man shall think, you don't have to concern yourself about what he'll do. If you make a man feel that he's inferior, you don't have to compel him to accept an inferior status, for he will seek it himself. If you have a man think that he's just an outcast, you don't have to order him to the back door. Very nature of the man. That's deep. Now the thing is that our history began long before there was an America or a subcontinent that was named after an African princess named Europa. So whether you're from South Carolina, New York, California, Brazil, Southern India, Caribbean, if you can look in the mirror and see black skin, colored skin, melanized skin, you're African, because that's where that comes from. If you have a wide nose, fleshy lips, naturally fleshy lips without those injections, you're African, because that's where that comes from. You know, Gloger's law is a law of nature that says that any warm-blooded animal in a temperate climate or tropical climate is going to have pigment. So, coming from Africa, we're going to have pigment. If you like to dance, and you think that dancing is important, whether it's sacred or secular dancing, you're African, because we're the ones that created the whole idea of dancing. I think it might have something to do with rhythm. And the fact is that if you go to the most ancient of African symbols from ancient Kemet or ancient Egypt, you'll find people striking a pose of all the various positions in ballet that go back to Africa. So the fact is that that is what it is. If you feel that your relatives that are dead, your ancestors, still look over you, and grandma comes to you in a dream, give you advice, you're African. Because we are the people who respect our ancestors. Now we've been made to be scared of our ancestors. We go to these scary movies, these vampire movies, the undead. What the